My name's Teresa and I'm a PORSE educator. I've been working with PORSE since November 2010 now, and I have to say that I love my job. When the children arrive, we normally have some settling in time when the children will choose an activity that they want to do or engage with one of the activities that I've set up for them. We do go out and socialise with other children. We meet lots of children on our travels and grown-ups as well. So we might go to a PORSE play school, we might go to a community play school, we might go for a walk, we might go to one of the local parks, we might go to the library or the bee farm. There's so many things that we can do here. We're very lucky to live in such a beautiful place. You can learn a lot from other educators, and it's also great to socialise as well. I have a visit from my programme tutor. Wendy comes to visit each of the children in my care to make sure that I'm doing everything that I should be doing and that they're learning as they should be learning. And she's very supportive. If there's anything that I need, I know that I can ask Wendy. If she's not here, I can call her and get any information that might be appropriate. Very supportive and always on the end of the phone. It takes a certain sort of person to be able to develop the children to their full potential. You have to be loving, you have to be very patient, and you have to have a passion for your job. When I first started working with PORSE, I decided to take a qualification, and I took the Level 3 certificate in early childhood education with the help of PORSE and with funding from PORSE. Because although I have my own 3 children and I thought I knew everything that there was to know about bringing up children, there's always something to learn, and that's been very, very valuable to me.
Hi, my name's Wendy White and I'm a program tutor with PORSE. As a qualified early childhood teacher, I work alongside educators to support them in their role with working with children and visit the educators up to 3 times a month to make sure that I'm visiting all of the children in the educators' care. I will give flyers out about professional development that we have so that educators are able to come along and grow and learn new skills within things like behaviour management, learning to play with children and the importance of play. We have a story park now, which is great. It's a great way to communicate with both the educator. For me, when I'm not there, I can see exactly what she's doing and what she puts up. Also, there's a lot of communication between families that way as well, so I can connect with that and put some input into the stories that I see. And some of the questions that the families ask on Story Park as well, I can answer sort of pretty quickly, which is really good too. It keeps those communication lines up. I support the educators by talking to them and giving them ideas and resources around the use of our national curriculum Te Whāriki, and I will support them with any new information that they need and provide them with professional development if necessary. On my visits with the educator, I always talk to them about the health and safety requirements, which are a ministry requirement. And I look over what she's already done and if she needs any support with that, if there's some things that she's not 100% sure of, if she's meeting criteria. So we have lots of resources that go along with the things like the play side of PORSE and encouraging the educators to play with children and the learning and the development that can come from that. I also encourage them to send those links to home to families. So in the visit notes, they often will link what they're doing with the children to the elements of Te Whāriki and the different learning components that children have and the development that the children are having. So they have a program plan that they will plan for individual children, so they'll see where they are and meet them at their needs.
The information that I'm given when a new child starts playtimes with me comes from the family, and it tells me about their aspirations, where they want their child to go, where they want him to be in a year's time, 2 years' time. And I use that information and I build my own store of information as well as I get to know the child. And then we can hit developmental goals that are appropriate. We can have learning experiences that are appropriate, and we can do whatever that child needs. So communication is important with the families because all I'm doing here is an extension of what would be done at home. And the way that I let families know what's happening here is through an internet-based story park. So during the day I'll take photos of the children, note any concerns they have, anything spectacular that they do, and then upload that story, send it straight to mum and dad and whoever else they want to share that information with, and then I can get feedback from them, the children get feedback. I link those stories to Te Whāriki, the early childhood education's curriculum, so that parents and families can see that the child is learning in accordance with the way New Zealand want them to learn. as soon as I started, I knew it was the right job for me, and I just love it. And here I am, however many years later, still doing the same thing.